Hello! I have arrived and apparently I was staring still because I didn't do all my checks that I usually do. But hi. How are you guys doing? Hello Paul, hello Michael. And hello everyone else who may or may not be lurking. I hope you had a good start and a good continuation of your week and a nice day on my day off. Florian! Long time no see. Hello, hello. Welcome. Yeah, so here I am, and so are you. For some more, the usual. Some game development, and then later some eugenics. Is there anything that I want to talk about that I did yesterday? Good question. Not really. I did do some fiddling again with my audio setup because it was annoying me. Because there was always this audio desync on the music. Because I was using the VLC video player node or the VLC video player source on OBS to play the music, which was kind of nice because you could like have specific playlists based on scene and stuff like that. But it was desyncing, so and every time I disable and enable the audio monitor again, it would reset to the current position, but it would desync heavily and quickly. And now I basically Z-did all of that, and now I'm using what am I using? I am using MPD, which stands for Music Player Daemon, and I'm using it with Euphonica, which is basically just a front end for the daemon that runs always, and that I could connect to the OBS tuner plugin for the overlay. Took me quite a bit to figure out how to properly get that to work. It was quite annoying because I was using something, like I was trying to do it differently a little bit. Still trying to use VLC and then connect it with our MPRIS, and that one didn't work because it didn't track the duration of their playing music, so everything was working except the progress bar. And then when I swapped over to MPD, which was quite involved, like you have to go like into configuration files to even get it to work at all. So it's very, very archy, I would say. It's not difficult per se, but if you don't know, it's just not working. It's not something you just start and then you can play music. No. You have to actually put in some work before you even can play music. Is the whole Linux migration running smoothly? Yeah, I guess it technically, like the migration itself has been fairly smooth. But getting everything to want in the way I want has been fairly difficult. I keep running into issues, but now I feel like I figured it out. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I also did some new virtual syncs. And I think I figured out why things kept connecting to my default audio, even though it is supposed to remember what I connected it to in the QPW graph, so pipewire and wire plumber and stuff like that. And I think the reason was not even pipewire's fault per se, although it kinda was pipewires and wire plumbers and QPW graphs fault in the sense that it's For one thing, it is slightly delayed. So when you have it in exclusive mode, it is supposed to disconnect everything that you don't manually connect. But there's a slight delay. We have like a couple milliseconds or half a second, probably less than half a second, where it blasts into your default audio device before it actually disconnects. And sometimes it doesn't really remember where you disconnected or connected it. And the main reason that I hope is the root cause, and the thing that I figured out is that I can't use audio capture source in OBS because it doesn't, for some reason it lists all my virtual audio syncs, but when I try to use them, like when I try to connect to them, it snaps back to default. So what I have to use is the application capture. And here's the thing that caused the issue. I had set the application capture to nothing because I wanted to connect it manually in the QPW graph. And obviously that is not supposed to be used that way because you usually would connect it to a specific application, but that is not what I want to do. So I had it connected to nothing and thought it would work like that, and thought it would actually not connect to anything unless I set it specifically. But actually what it does, it just takes something sometimes. It's very inconsistent. Sometimes it connects automatically when you have set it to nothing. And that is the main problem, I think. And now I set it to pipewire specifically, which I don't know if that's just... I don't even know if that is correct. Like, it's probably not correct. But doing that will prevent it to automatically connect to other applications. Which means I can manually hook them up and it will remember that. And so far, I think that solved all my problems. And I hope it stays that way. Also, let me drink some more water. What's going on here? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so. And now I am here and hopefully happy. And basically, there's only a couple small things that I still need to do to like complete the full migration. So by the end of this week, I probably will finally be able to actually work on things like Live 2D stuff again and make some progress on the important stuff, because I think everything is now working the way I want. The only thing that is not working the way I want, but that is not Arch Linux's fault, is the chat overlay. Because it is still, I think, not showing the things that it showed at the beginning. It's still only showing chat, which is fine. But I have seen the light when it worked on 1 or 2 days and showed everything, including the watch streaks and stuff like that. And hopefully, eventually I can also figure that out. For now, it will just be chat and some alerts like the ad break started thing, and apparently kick going live for some reason. Is it because there's like a chatbot that says that? I don't even know. I don't even think so. Anyway, that was it for my journey today. And what did I do yesterday? Well, it was my day off, so I was chilling. I was actually watching anime and stuff. So that was nice too. Alright, let's get into it, I think. Yep. So let me get back to my corner. Boop. Boop. Wrong button. Boop. And then... screen capture. Is everything fine now? I hope so. Oops. Yeah, it should be fine. Actually, I'm not sure if the alerts are working. Let me double check, because I did fiddle a lot with it, and it might not be connected yet. So before anyone else does it, I will do it. Okay, I can hear it. It is connected, but to the wrong thing. That's why it's quiet. And it is supposed to be connected to the wrong thing, because I haven't changed it yet, because I now have specific audio things for alerts and music separately, so I can control them in OBS. Which means now you should hear it, and I should hear it. Tum tum tum. It did sound weird for a moment. Let me try it again. Tum 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 tum. Nope, that seems correct. So that. Right. And that's all. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Tum 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 tum. Right, so last time on E81 game development, I added this texture that is supposed to go across the screen when we fight Megamom. And Shade, welcome, and hello, Lifeblood. I missed the TED Talk. Yep, you missed it. There wasn't much to it, to be honest. There you go. And I'm controlling that through OBS as well, but it's a little bit loud. So yeah, last time we added the thing, the visual effect here on the turbulence, which is currently not quite working. I did replace the particle effect because I wanted it to look a little bit more subtle, and there was some weird things happening with the particle effect, which I figured out the issue, so I didn't even have to. If I figured out what the issue is with the particle effects, I probably wouldn't have changed it to the texture, but I do like the texture more. So now we have to figure out how to actually fix the texture so it behaves correctly and moves correctly and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I added, what we did last time. Megalon Kamehameha, yeah, kind of. If you have a Santa head, I do have a Santa head. Also, Shade! Thank you for the 4 months. And I'm not sure if you wanted to do it off stream, so I don't mention it. But I'm gonna replay it. Beep boop. So, beep boop. Thank you, Shade, for the 4 months. Tune. Thank you. Is it usually, if you like share the sub off stream, does it mean you don't want me to mention it on stream? Usually, like generally, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if people want me to mention things that happen off stream or not. I'm just gonna mention it until someone tells me not to, and then I won't do it in the future for other people either. Alright, so now we have this turbulence sprite here, and we have a visible on-screen notifier, which I didn't know existed. But that is really cool because it tells you when the sprite leaves the screen and when it enters it, which is really cool. I don't think it exists in other game engines, does it? Maybe it does. Also, the music is a little bit loud. And with that, I kind of thought we just do like a rolling texture thing where it moves across the screen and then jumps back, and then we have like 4 that like switch places. So do we have a continuous rolling window of these sprites? That's the plan. So now that everything, well, it is still not quite working actually, because it's not spawning at the correct position. Currently it's just spawning in the middle, in the center of the ride, but it needs to be rotated and aligned properly. And I think for that to work, the idea would be to have it in the center, and then move it outside backwards based on its right vector, like we do with the mini noms. Because otherwise it's a little bit difficult to figure out where on the screen it should be. Although I guess you could also use the random edge thing. Wait, don't we have the point where it's supposed to spawn anyway? No, not quite. Although it is spawning at the right side in general, because the first one is always blowing to the left, which means we don't have to change the spawn point, we only have to change how it moves. Let's say it's like in the middle, like when it moves from the right to left and then the direction changes, it would rotate and continue moving in one direction. But the entire thing would rotate. Are we currently rotating the entire thing or just the sprite? Just the sprite. Which probably is still a good idea, but I don't know how to coordinate that with the other ones, with the copies. Maybe I should just make a big conglomerate and then how do I do that? I guess they rotate around their own axis, but then they would not align. Like for example, if I had 4 of these, if we had 4 of these, and then move them to the other places, right? Then if we rotate them individually, they would go out of sync. But if you rotate them together, they would move too heavily. So I don't really know what to do here. I guess it's not that big of a deal. We can just try it. Yeah. Let's get a duplicate of them. And then... will it be in the same place? What if I didn't duplicate them like that? What if we actually had them hard-coded here? Now that doesn't... does it help? I don't know. Should probably have a list. Like, what list that has them all? So, sprite list of the sprites, and then array of sprite 2D. And then D. And then we say sprites add append sprite clone to that 4 times. I guess it would be the turbulence sprite original, and then the clones. And then the positions would be different in this at the start, right? So it would be sprite clone would be the start. Oops. Sprite clone position would be start position plus sprite clone get rect x. Actually, no. Actually, yes. Actually, no. The first one needs to be top right. The second one, they should be in the center against each other. So one of them needs to be, I think currently it's in the middle. So instead of halving the y, it should be 0. Which means it will be here. And then the other one goes the 4 size. So maybe add some variables to make it easier. So this will be screen x, screen height, screen width, sprite height, sprite width. It's width first, and then this will be size x, this will be size y, this will be size x, and size y. And then we have sprite screen width plus sprite width divided by 2, and then 0. And we could probably do it like this, vector 2, because now it's more compact. Zero. Maybe even on a new line. Like this. And then we use that for the other ones as well. Move these up there. And then copy that 3 times, and then we get this, and this, and put it there, there, and there. And remove that. And then this will be plus sprite width to be on the right side of it. This will be sprite height to be below. Wait, I'm so weird. That is the first one. This one will be plus sprite. Hey, would it be times 1.5? Yeah, it would be. Let's not divide. Let's do times 0.5. It's more consistent, easier to work with. And this will be times 0.5 with screen sprite height. And then this will be both sprite height and times 1.5. So now they should be aligned in a square. And then we put them all in a thingy, in an array, and then we loop over the array for the rotation and position. So for S in sprites, and then we do S rotation and position. And the position is a plus equals, which means that will work, and the rotation is the angle, which only needs to be set when it changes, but it doesn't matter a lot. And then here we also have to do for S in sprites, S position equals. Now I can't do the start position anymore. Let's make a function. Reset positions. Or initialize sprite positions. Init sprite positions, and then put that into that function down here. So this will be func init sprite positions. Yes. Then we say init sprite positions here as well. That's not true. That's not true at all. Because it's only the one that exited. How do I do that? I guess I would have to set it manually. Oh god. And we would need multiple as well. No, we don't put it in an extra function, that's fine. Put it here, and then we say start positions, which is an array of vector 2. And then we could put it in a dictionary, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. Or is it? No, it's not. And then we say start positions append. And then we take this vector 2. And I guess if we are doing it this way, might as well not. Well, yeah, put it like this. And then we do it for all of that. Okay. And then we say for sprites, for S in sprites. I don't want to reset them. Yeah, init sprite positions. Now let's call it reset start position. Reset to... You know what? We just gotta reset sprites. Now that should be positions. Or move sprites to start. And then for S in sprites, how do we enumerate? Is it IS? There was a function in Guru as well, like GDScript, where you can get the index on a for loop. For loop with index, GDScript. It was enumerated. So IS in enumerate sprites. And then S dot position equals start positions of I. Hello Zeren, welcome. Something is complaining. What? That is okay. Is it the wrong syntax? Right now it's a what? Expected in. Wait, what is happening? Does it not work like that? Oh, that's Python syntax. I'm stupid. I read it wrong. How's Pufferfish doing? I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you doing? How is human doing? Yeah, I think I have to do it differently. I have to do it like this. Sprites. Size. And then S of I. Position. Start positions I. Sprites. There you go. Oops. And then now the tricky part, because we need the notifier on all of them. Not so good. I got a lot of work, but I wish you good luck with your work. You can work alongside me. But is it game dev related work? Because that's fun. You will be fine. It might be fun. Maybe it's not fun. Who knows? And then... Oops. How do I close this? This one has the signal, and I think I want to remove that. And instead, we're gonna get them manually, which is for S in sprites, sprite, S get child, as visible on screen notifier to the and then it's not fun writing documentation 24/7. Yeah, documentation sucks, but it's important, so you have to do it. Screen exited. Connect. And then... Oh, I have to do it differently. We have to... Also, I copied the name wrong. This needs to be move sprite to start. And then it gets the sprite to the S. And then for sprites for I in sprite size, we do move sprite to start sprites of I. Honestly, there's probably a way to do this with like a lambda function where I just tell it to do it for that specific one, and I don't even have to use a separate function. We could do connect and then func s dot position equals start. I don't know how to do that though. Let's move sprite to start bind s and then we can remove this and do s of I and then s of I, and then we don't have a loop here, and it will just be s. God damn it! Now I have to find the index as well, you know. We could call it by index, or we just give it the index. And index I and bloop 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 s of I, subpositions of I, and then we call that with bind just I. Put it on the next line. Nah. Bloop, 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 bloop. Let me drink some water. Thank you, thank you. And then what's this complaining about? Closing parentheses after function parameters. As not declared. Oh, sprites. There we go. Move sprite to start initially, which is just the I actually. Which I guess I should do int because I would have seen that. Not declared sprites. There we go. So it connects the signal and it moves it to the beginning. And then that should do the trick. Surely. Surely. Already a warning. What is that? Screen height decay but never used. Oh, we don't even need the screen height? How did that happen? I guess it makes sense. That does make sense. Thank you for that, pet, Saren. Thank you, thank you. Ow. So Henry, just drink some water. Please don't drown me. I can't drown, I'm a fish. But you know. I guess I can drown. Even as a fish, if there's no oxygen in the water. But yes, I will take another sip. Why are we still moving? Why do I always find new bugs? And where are all the sprites? I shouldn't have attacked him. Don't attack him. Piranha, get on. Yeah, it is quite crowded, isn't it? Feels like the end of the world. A little bit. Imagine piranhas flying from the sky. Alright, so this one goes over. It's already 2, I think. It looks like it. But it doesn't reset one of them. Now they don't reset for some reason. They do have all their own. If I clone them, do they clone the children as well? I mean, otherwise it wouldn't have moved, right? Something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong. Maybe I should have them already aligned and move the entire thing. No. Yes? No. Try making the current asset less lined up from in the beginning. At first I have to figure out the rolling thing. So it works. We can align them slightly differently later, or if you want to. But I think what you mean is that I should offset them to see it better, probably. We could do that. I saw a cool thing on YouTube from a Bao fan channel. I'm not sure if it is her model or not, but it looked like she was using some kind of model that is not actually like portrayed from the front like most VTubers. She was like sitting in a chair and stuff and like depicted from the side, but she was still moving her mouth. I'm not sure if the Bao has a model like that. If she does, I should probably look if that is the case, or if it was just the channel that animated her in that way, talking about things. But I was thinking it would be really cool to have like have a model where I lean back in a chair or something, have my feet on a table, and then you see a screen in front of me, and then I'm actually rigged from behind. Wouldn't that be cool? I think it would be cool. I'm not sure if I want to do it though. Question mark. That is what you got away with from that sentence. Not sure what to think about that. But I guess, yeah, feet on the table. But then again, I do want you to see my face and my facial expressions. So there would have been, I would have to do it in a way where there's like a mirror where you can't see my face, which I probably could do by using a second screen on the scenery or the background thing. But it would be weird though. I don't know. It would probably be more like a meme or like a redeem. But also, I also thought it would be cool if I saw this other thing on, I think it was Dojo, Dex Bonus. She had a PNG tuber, like a PNG tuber model, where every time she talks, it turns around. So she was, the PNG tuber model is, like the image is from her from behind. And then every time she talks, it turns around. It looks at the screen, at chat. That is also cool. Yeah, I don't know what's going wrong here, by the way. I think they are resetting immediately when they need it, but it's not even connected. What if I don't connect it? What if I don't connect the visible on-screen modifier and see what happens then? Because it should be unaligned at the moment. Why not do it from the side? I mean, I could do it from the side too. Yeah, I guess. It would work too, like have me in the corner and look to the left. Instead of turning the whole model, just turn the head. Yeah, the head would be the head. That was the idea. But I might make some kind of prototype with like a super scuffed rig just to see how it looks. And if that would be fun to do. But I would also have to like create the background and everything. But that would be a fun little weekend project. I am not paying attention to the things I'm testing, thinking about the other stuff. Okay, don't do anything, just watch it. Is it only one texture or is it two? I can't tell. What if it's the... Oh, I never added them to the scene. That's why. Yeah. What am I doing? Yeah. Sprite, clone, add child. Sprite. Clone. 2, 3. How about the thing where they just add a controller to the normal model to play games? Yeah, that's also something I want to do down the line for sure. But I'm not really using a controller, so I feel it's weird. I never play with controller. So I would have to do a keyboard, like the keyboard virtualizer thing that other people have to. Look at that! It's actually working. Almost. But it is working pretty well actually. There's like a little bit of a gap in between, and I feel like the gap is getting larger. And now they are overlapping. Now they're overlapping even more, I think. Weird. Now they're also outside of the screen. Oh, because they start on the right and then rotate up. So I do have to move it differently. Just use a bongo get meme with the keyboard. Yeah, exactly. That was what I was thinking as well. Alright. This is gonna be 0. Right. Hey, why is it 0.5? That should be 0. And then height and height. Now there should be a 9. And now when they move, they have to move not to the starting position, they have to move maybe I should just spawn them randomly on the edge as well. Nah. New chibi model bongo cat. Yeah, one of those things I want to Kohari. So many things I want to do in so little time. Oops. Stop attacking him. Ow. Okay, now it is. What is going on here? They are overlapping, right? I feel like they are. And it is growing larger, the gap, for some reason. And is it only 1? It's only 1, isn't it? Oh, that can't be true. Can it? No, I don't think so. I think they might not be large enough. Did I make them small again? No, they're larger than the screen. So when this one moves to here, the other one is in the center and then jumps back. Is it because they are already misaligned in the beginning? I don't think so. Sprite width. So it's the screen width to the right and then the sprite width times 1.5. Which is one entire sprite plus half the sprite. Because the other one is half the sprite. I could try to make this 2, but I feel like I would still drift. But I want to see if there's a gap between them now. Which there should be. It should also be behind Meganom, and the player should be on those background. It's so weird. I can't see. Why would it be like that? Is there something wrong with doing it like this? With just the index? It's finding specifically that element to this index. So there shouldn't be an issue. Is there something I can set on this? To be able to either see it as a debugging. I guess I could just add a different spot. Like A's. I'm gonna put a circle on there. Just to see. So it's more obvious what is happening. I think they just overlap for some reason. Like they are not instantly jumping back. So it's like there's some kind of delay that makes them desync. They are as expected though. Yeah, and then there's like this heavy delay between jumping back. And now there's a... Oh, it is only one after the first one. No, now it's back. What is happening? What is happening? It's so weird. Anyway, it is currently night break. I will be right back. I go to the bathroom and fill up my water. Be right back, chat. That's the wrong text. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Welcome back. Actually, I didn't fill up my water. Failed. Alright, I'm back. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. So what is going on? These balls do not align properly. Like, they have the same logic, and yet some of them trigger correctly, the others don't. Look at this. Wait, how did I attack him? Oh. Nice. I should probably just spawn them all at the same time instead of duplicating them. Let's do it like this. And then move that over here. Move that over there. Then move both of those down. That is 1920. This one is 1920 1080. This one is 1920 1080. Oh, 0. Actually, maybe I don't move them at all. Maybe I just reset them to their initial position. Well, we are moving them. I mean, maybe I don't move them to the side of the screen and just fade them in. So we could do, instead of going to the start, well, the start positions would still be there, but they would be different. It would be their actual starting position. So we put them all here without these. Make this all export. Assign them. And then append them. And then the start positions would be different. And we don't duplicate them. So it would be start positions of I equals sprites of I position. And then they already add the start, so we don't have to coordinate it. And then we don't need to see though. Let's try that. And then if that works correctly, we're just going to fade them in so it doesn't look so drawing. Invalid assignment index 0. Base array vector 2 with value of type vector 2. What? Oh. Append. There you go. Oops. Alright, so now they spawn at the edges instead. Which is fine. If they actually move correctly. Which I hope they do. They do not. Wait. What? Oh. They are supposed to spawn at the starting position of the other one. Wait, but why wasn't it? I guess he offset them. I guess you can just offset them by the screen size. All of them. Plus get viewport rect. No, get viewport visible size X 0. No, that won't work either. I don't know if I can use the screen visible thing because they have to reset to the center, otherwise they don't rotate correctly. Actually, I think I do. I think I still would. Let's just try it. No, then the other ones will be outside the screen. I have to do it alternating. So when one leaves, it goes to the one that's in, or to the free slot. Oh god. We could just increase it by 1, so it always spawns on the next one. So when the index 0 goes out of the screen, it spawns at 2. What is it currently? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So if 1 goes out, it goes to 2. If 2 goes out, it goes to 1. If 3 goes out, it goes to 4, and if 4 goes out, it goes to 3. But if it's rotated and 1 goes out, it shouldn't go to 2, it should go to 3. And if 2 goes out and it's rotated, it should go to 4. I have no idea what I'm doing or how I'm supposed to do that. Where are you from, Neropontiff? I am from the abyssal depths in an alternate dimension below Germany. I'm from the abyss. The abyss below Germany. Why Ghost Kohari? Why are you calling me Ghost? Am I Ghost? Oh, I was a ghost yesterday, on Monday, I guess, a little bit. The depths of Europe, exactly. The oceanic realm. You have an Indian accent? I do not have an Indian accent. I don't think so. But hello, alien. This is the first time anyone said that. I know people are confused about the accent that I have, but Indian is the first. That's the first. Definitely the first time someone said that. The deep underground water, that's exactly. Now that I think about it, you kinda sound like an Indian. Do I actually? Maybe. I don't think so though. Spins a globe, points, you have some sort of accent. Yeah, I have an abyssal accent. You have an ESL accent, that's for sure. Yeah, I can live with that. That definitely is the case. Although nothing wrong with having an Indian accent. You know. Yeah, I have to do it the way I wanted to do it initially. That I move it back based on the current facing vector, which is just the turbulence vector. So we can take the negative turbulence vector and just move it. So it would be the position plus the turbulence vector, which is gameplay turbulence normalized, multiplied by the width of the sprite. Sprites are in get wrecked size x times 2. So it spawns here. It's rotated. That's the wrong thing. Rotated. It takes the turbulence vector, which points up, takes the negative one, and then moves. Why is it not grabbing E? Why doesn't it grab? Why is it not aligned locally? Oh, control. Okay. And then it moves once or twice. 1.5. If it's differently rotated though, it has to only move. What is 1.5? Okay, 1.5 times 1.5. And the negative vector. So minus. Surely that works. Again? Let's see. How's the dev stream going? I'm having some long work days, but came to say hi and look through spin. It's going. slowly and steadily as you will. I kind of regret using sprites for this and doing it myself instead of just looking up a sprite, like some kind of rolling sprite thing, infinite sprite movement thing, which would probably have been fairly easy to implement if I didn't try to do it myself with my scattered brain doing stream. But I'm sure we'll figure it out. So they spawn at the corners. And then when they start moving, I think they're moving correctly in the beginning, right? And I think the rotation is breaking it now that it is working correctly. No, it's not working correctly. What the hell? Why not? Why does it keep spawning at the start? Even though I'm moving it. Oh, because the turbulence is 0 at that point in time. I guess that makes sense. Wait. It's not supposed to be the start position. Actually. Well, it is, but it also needs to be calculated down here. Start positions of I. Minus gameplay turbulence normalized. Multiplied by sprites of I. Get back size x times 1.5. I think. And then the start position is gonna be plus get viewport visible rect size x. No. It's just plus. It's just plus. Plus. Like this. Plus size times 1.5. Was it complaining? Stop complaining. Oh, it has to be a vector. Plus vector 2. 0.00. There you go. How cool is it to have an Indian accent? I don't know, ask someone that has one. Ich bin neugierig, ob Sie eine persönliche Signatur für Ihre Merchandise-Artikel haben. I actually do, but I don't have merchandise. Yeah, I actually do have a signature. I showed it before on stream. I think it turned out quite well. I haven't used it in a while. I haven't practiced it in a while, so I don't know if I can still do it. But I probably can. Hey! Look at that! It's working! It stopped working! There it is. And now they're aligned again. Why? Honestly, I feel like the signal is doing it wrong. Surely it's not my fault. Can you see it again? Maybe. Is it the one you signed your art or something else? Yeah, that one. Oh yeah, it's on Discord, I think. In the art channel. Somewhere. Right? Yeah, that one. I guess it doesn't... It needs some more work. But it is a signature. Definitely would call it a signature. So if you're curious, you might have to join Discord. Yeah, it is on Discord, yep. Thank you, Nightcloud, for reminding me. Just scroll up on Discord until you find it. Until you find the drawing of a tentacle holding a banana. Or a stick with marshmallows. Or peanuts lying in grass. Peanuts. Why is it not working? I'm sad. Those are quite interesting. Yeah. Was my first drawing stream. Kind of the first, the second one. The first one... the first one where I'm actually drawing an image. The other one we were drawing on my face. Which was a lot of fun. So why is the first one working? No, it takes too long until it resets. Wait a minute. It might be because it's based on the screen size instead of the sprite. Yeah, I think I have to do the sprite. Hey, we are getting the sprite size. Ha! Kohari with Whiskers peak. Whiskers? No, why Whiskers? Surely you mean Whiskers. Which one was it? I'm not sure if I remember. But there were a couple of cool ones. Didn't I post them somewhere? I thought we posted them. I'm sure they are somewhere in the Discord. I'm not sure where though. They are not in the art channel. Also in Discord, yeah, but I don't know where. They might be deeply buried in the abyss. Yeah. Or in general. But you can find the VOD probably fairly easily. It was one of the only drawing streams. And I have playlists for everything. Alright. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Maybe... Because I feel like it is working if I don't move him. If I made this 0, it would just be the original position, right? And if I do this, it's kind of working. So I don't understand why it would take desync like that. Because you can't see when they're moving now. They do reset properly to their positions, right? After all, we go into the next phase. Yeah. The left one always jumps. What? Oh. Minus turbulence time. Maybe the turbulence is at fault. Oh. Wait. No. I don't know, man. Yeah, if we reset to the starting position, they do jump correctly. Maybe I didn't calculate it correctly with the turbulence vector. I really should make it like a color rect instead of having these spots, so I can actually see the entire size. Yeah, so the left one always jumps to the left, and the right one always jumps to the right. So they are doing it correctly. Like the off-screen detectors are working flawlessly. So it has to be the vector thing. Let's put a color rect on there and have the old spots, the proper one. And then we make a color rect on each of them. And this one will be 2560 or 1920. Why does it look so large? Is it 1920 by 1080? And then reset. Move them over there. At minus 960 and 540. Actually, no. 0. Minus 540. There we go. Now we should see it better. I saw your signature is quite sharp and professional. I thought it had at least a pufferfish drawing on it. No, I don't have a like cute VTuber pufferfish drawing signature. Sorry. I also didn't really. Oh god, that is blinding. Didn't really put much thought into it. I just played around when Num Num bought me the drawing tablet. I can't see! I didn't know what to draw with it. It started drawing signatures. How do I move them back? I think we can just give it -1 on the visibility. Also, I should probably make it less eye burning. Just make it gray. Speaking of drawing, the two are quite cute, but The peanut is quite questionable. Yeah. Thank you. I do agree on that. It did not turn out well at all. But it's interesting you say it's questionable because I feel like a tentacle holding a banana is kind of questionable too, in a way. Oh, now we can't see it at all. Maybe I should just make it transparent for now. Instead of moving the entire thing back. Have it black. I thought at first it looked more like an unchi? What is that? Oh, unchi? Oh, yeah, you mean like poop. Look like poop? Yeah, it does look like poop a little bit. Yeah, look at that. The first one already. Like both of them, these seem like insane. Wait, is the second one alone? It is, right? No, there's a second one. It's so weird. Start position multiplied. No, minus the turbulence vector, which points to the left, so the -1. And then multiply it by the x size times 1.5. It should be correct. Let's print the normalized vector. This actually is at a breakpoint here. Personally, I think the tentacle with the banana is not suspicious. I like it. Es gefällt mir sogar ganz gut. To each their own. But thank you. Thank you. My favorite is definitely the marshmallows. They turn out surprisingly well. Alright, backbone. Wait, why did it already jump? Both of them, okay. So this one... I don't even know what to look at. Wait, what? Why is the start position so weird? The sprite position plus this. Right, and then they are already off screen. And the next one takes that. Okay, so that is incorrect then. I can't change the start position like that. Maybe the start position has to be the actual start position. And then we use that to know, okay, that's probably the issue. Let me drink some more water. There we go. Nope. Why is the second one breaking? The first one is working. It's so weird! Why is it so weird? Is it because I'm not spawning them, or I need to sneeze? I didn't sneeze, but I stretched. So the first one is perfectly working, and the second one, for some reason, is not. Which doesn't make sense. Actually, it does make sense. It does make sense because the second one's start position is not the left. Which means it spawns on the right side but moves the same amount to the right. Which doesn't make sense. It needs to move less. Unless we have the start position the same for each. Which it should have been anyway. So we actually don't want to take the current position. Okay, I think I got it. So this moves over here. No. Over there. Over... Wait, how far do we have to go? 560? No. How far is it supposed to be moving? I don't get it. Isn't it? What is it? Aligned at 2680, 17. 2670? 67? That's not correct. 2660? No. 2665? What is that weird number? Is it actually 7? It is. What the hell? No, it's not. Wait, is it 7? 7? No. 3? What is going on? Oh, it's less? 6? Oh, is it 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6? Oh. I think I don't want to do that. Okay, so the start position needs to move 1 sprite and a half, as we already established. So start positions need to be like this. Move sprite to start. Well, it's kind of different though. No, we're gonna do sprites of I position X plus equals, and then the width times 1.5. So all of them move to the right. And then the reset position is gonna be I'm still confused. Because it depends! It always depends! No, it doesn't. It's because I didn't fade them in. I think it was already correct. Because my nose keeps ticking. I don't know what to do because I'm not sneezing. Okay, we get these start positions, and then the other one is the start positions times turbulence, and then we only move them by their own size. And then we keep fading them in and out. So we have a tween. Before and after. So this is gonna be about tween fade equals create tween bind. I think it's already bound. Create tween and then actually no. Sprites of I dot create tween. Then tween, and that's not face, that is fade. Also, I'm slouching. Don't slouch. Ich habe auch einen Clip gesehen, in dem du kein Blatt vor den Mund genommen hast. Ich musste sagen, mir gefällt deine Direktheit gegenüber dem Typen am PC wirklich gut. Thank you, I'm glad you saw the clip. Barzako. I did like the clip as well. Tween fade, tween property, sprites of I, modulate alpha 0 over half a second, every 1 second, and then the callback. And then remove it. Tween callback is gonna be tween callback sprites of I. Wait, it's just found. And then move that over. And then it fades in again. Let's see what that does. Was hat es damit auf sich? I don't know. What do you mean? Huh? Oh. 1. So now it should fade in and out, which should make it so it doesn't look weird when it spawns on its own starting point. But also, it's still not correct because the other one goes across the entire screen and the one on the left only goes a certain amount. So we can't use the on-screen notifier if I want to do it like this. Except we could reduce the on-screen modifier and put it on the right for this one and on the left for the other one. Maybe I just had to move this to the center for each of them. So they move at the same time. You know? Why is it local? On global. Ugh. But then do I even need it? At that point. Minus 960. 960. I can't believe I'm struggling so hard to implement this, even though it should be really easy. But that is always how it goes, so what am I saying? 960. This one minus 960. Will this even work with the rotation? I have no idea. Let's see if this works. Oh my god, what am I doing? It's not even correct. I guess it kinda... Wait, they're overlapping again. Oh my god. You know what? I give up. I'll just look it up. I should have done that immediately. I thought it would be super easy to do this, but... Infinite looping background. Infinite scrolling background groove. I think there's a... Wait, parallax 2D. There's actually a note that does it already. I guess it makes sense. Oh my god. But is it up and down as well? parallax. Parallax 2D. Let's see. Alright, let me put this up on the screen. That and that. And then this and this and this and then that. Alright. So parallax. I know parallax is used for stuff like that, but I didn't think I would have to use it because we're not really parallaxing. But since parallax also makes it infinite scrolling, I guess it does make sense. Repeat. First bonus attack that gives textures the illusion of repeating infinitely. There's effect achieved by adding a single repeat to all the child canvas items. Oh, the camera scrolls. Wait, does it use camera? Or does it need a camera? Surely not. I need to blow my nose 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. I don't think we can even use parallax because the problem is not that it's hard to have it like jump in the correct way. The problem is to make it work while rotated at the same time. But I feel like I'm overcomplicating it, as usual. Because it shouldn't be that hard. Like, think about it. If you only have one. Let's reset the thing, understood. And hide these for a moment. So if you only have one, right? It starts here, it moves outside. And then as soon as it is outside the screen, it jumps. And then it moves through the entire screen again. Jumps back. Moves through the entire screen again. And jumps back every time. If it is rotated, it would move differently. It would move like this. But it would also start here. And then it moves like that. And when it's outside, it jumps. But it jumps along the axis. Can it stop snapping to these weird points? Why is it not moving correctly? Didn't I just do that? So it moves in one direction by holding control. Why is it not working anymore? I could have sworn I just did that. Oh, now it works. Is it because I didn't grab the thing? Okay. So it goes here and then it moves up. And then it jumps. Moves up again. Jumps. Moves up again. Jumps. And then all of that should do that. Why is it so hard to do? It's not. It's the starting point. As soon as it's outside, it jumps to the starting point minus half its own size. Now let's try it again. So when it's outside, it jumps, it fades out. After it fades out, it jumps based on its starting position minus the turbulence vector multiplied by half its size. And then it fades back in. And the starting position is just the position at the start. Maybe it works like that with the half size thing. Because it should be the vector multiplied by that, right? Because the vector is a unit vector and it points in the correct direction. Or like the opposite direction. Right. So now the problem, okay. Now the problem is that the other one, the second one, only leaves the screen on the left side. But it should jump here already. So it only is like a local thing. How do I do that? Because it should be easy in general. It's the position minus the starting position, which I had initially before I did the notifier thing. Because the notifier thing didn't work out. So let's try it without the notifier again. It would be... if S position minus starting position of I. Okay, we need to do I in sprites size and then sprites of I. Move sprite to start. Start positions. If sprites, if the position minus the starting position, no, if the distance, position distance to the starting position, that's what I had initially, is larger than the width of the sprite divided by 2. Then it jumps back to the start. Ow. It's so weird. Should never take. It is working as expected though. I think. Why is it jumping before it's faded out? Huh? It's so weird. That's 2.5. And then maybe even set the thing. Oh, it should keep moving. It's only jumping after it faded. Why would you even see it? I don't get it. Let's remove the color rack. Or make it invisible for now. And see how it looks. Or is it already moving? Wait, is it moving? I think it's an illusion. Because of the shader. Oops. It is jumping! What the hell? Why? It's literally set to only move when it's faded out. Maybe it's just to create tween. Maybe there's something weird about it. Can find it specifically to the sprites. FYI. It doesn't make sense. It only does this as a callback, which is after it's fully faded. So how can I see it jump? Is there multiple tweens that overlap? Because it calls it every time? It is. I think it is. So this would be... yeah. Let's do... if moving, return, sprite moving. Oh my god. No, it's fading. It's fading, but I have to have one for all of them. So there will be another array of balls. Fading. He's fading. Ugh. And then Sparks is fading of I false. And Sparks fading true. And then Sparks fading false. Plus wait, let's do it differently. Let's say Sparks of I is resetting. And then Heaven is resetting at the end. False. Put another pole back. And then is resetting. And then if not resetting, and let me put this on a new line. Not resetting. And the distance larger than the thing. Then it moves to the start. Good lord. Yep. A row, of course. Invalid assignment of index 0 with value bool. Because it didn't add any, so this will be append. False. Alright. Okay, it does look weird at the moment, but it is working. Is it working for the diagonals as well? Yes. Finally! It's working! Hey! We did it! Not sure how good it looks though. I guess it could be worse. We could change the part a little bit so it's less in line and like fades out more. Let's make it fade more, like 1, maybe even 2 seconds. No, 1 second is on. And we change this part as well. Let me open Kit Studio Paint. Real quick. Only a matter of hours. Might take a little bit. Oh! It's opening. And it's blinding. Good thing I changed the scene so you don't have to get blinded by the light. Blinded by the light. Yeah. Oop. Hey, I think we'll just randomly remove some of them. Probably have a soft eraser on the side here completely, because there were some weird things showing through. And then we remove it from this side as well. And we make it a little bit more sparse in between. Especially here, probably. And remove these and some of these. Some at the top. Here's some here. And maybe this thick one. And then I want to smear them some more because some of them look weird. Powered. There. I think that is fine. Mostly. That is a lot different than before. But I think it's probably good enough because it can be circular. It doesn't have to be as crowded as it was before. Right, export. Export, export, export to turbulence. Yes. Replace. But I probably should have made it bigger so we don't have to scale it if I'm already modifying it anyway. Nah, too late. And then there we go. Let's see how it looks. What just happened? Oh. Oop. Not what I wanted to do. Hi, cute. I'm cute. Hello. Hello, font. Hello, cute, I guess. Now we're both cute. Are we both cute now? I feel like it will get confusing quickly. Are you so cute? And I'm Onizumi cute? I feel like it looked better before. I guess I could overlap them now. If we're already changing them. But then again, is it that important? Not really. We'll just scale them more. But then I would have to move them more. It's fine. Actually, I'm gonna take it slower. Yeah, I kinda ruined it, didn't I? I thought making it more subtle would look better. I feel like it looks worse. But it also doesn't look like terrible, but... Probably gonna blend it into the background more. Shouldn't there always be one visible? Like, I don't get it why they are so insane. Oh, I do get it. Because they're not local in their own thing. So they are perfectly synchronized. It's fine. It's fine, or is it? Let's fix it some other time. It's fine for now. No, it's not done yet though, because it spawns immediately instead of fading in. Which is not correct. I guess I could just make them start invisible. Also, the color X can be gone too. Then they start with alpha 0. Okay, that is not correct either. They do fade in immediately on the first hit. I don't even know where they spawn before the fight starts. Let's say If if turbulence is not 0, okay, let's do this. If gameplay turbulence, no, yes, kind of. If strength larger 0, if strength smaller equals 0, return. Do you have a pet? I do not have a pet. Else we could do this up here. Wait a minute. Part resetting, not resetting, and distance to start position is larger than. I have to trade it in at some point. Let's say if the strength is larger than 0. And gameplay boss phase. Current phase, fun phase. I have to do it only once. Where are the phases? If phase final. Current phase equals phase final. But it's also on the walls. Oh god. Okay. If current phase final and ready. Wait, can I spawn this effect when we enter the fun phase instead of doing this? Where is it currently? It's in the gameplay thing mode. I kinda want to save that as a backup. Turbulence particles. Okay, C4. Meganom. Turbulence particles. So I can remove from here. And then again, save that, and then we spawn this in instead of having it from the get-go. Boss spawn. How does it was spawn? Final phase start. Where are we using those? Yeah, get next position. What is that? Oh, that's on the boss. Oh, he's already spawned. But then we're going to put the particles. Yeah, the turbulence VFX goes on the boss and he spawns it into the gameplay. So it would be final initiate final phase. And then after updating the turbulence, put it oriented technique. Don't need the new gameplay loop thing. And then the thing we do here, turbulence effects. Instance gameplay slow, blah blah blah. This goes here. And then the instance from up here gets deleted. We take this, put that here. And then gameplay. No. Why does it need the gameplay? It's a gameplay because of the turbulence, and the turbulence is on the boss as well, so we can set the direction and strength manually. So this would be direction, strength, then we don't get the gameplay. This will be direction, angle. Yes, direction, angle. Oh, direction is not a float, direction is a vector tool. 0. And then that should do the trick. And then here we put direction equals turbulence. Oh. Wait, where's the update? Oh. And what is that? What a particle thing? Remove that. They don't have particles anymore. Where does it even get that? Strength. Wait, strength times direction? Oh, vector from angle normalized. Maybe you should take it from the gameplay. Because that's annoying. Oh, we can set it here directly. So it instantiates and then it gets added to the scene. I sneezed. Thank you for that, pets. Hello, Eternal Vibe. Welcome, welcome. Drink some water. Alright. It's gonna be... Let me put it in that turbulence. And instantiates just does it. Always. So spawn it here. And then on updates, we do Meganom Turbulence VFX instance. But we don't have it here. I guess I never had it if I don't put it separately. Now let's just set the turbulence. It's fine. Let's just give it a separate thing. Instance. Turbulence. Just give it the gameplay. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's only one initiate. It's better that way. And then here, revert that. So this will have the gameplay turbulence again. And then, mother, I crave violence. Violence? You mean violence? Is it not violent enough for you? Not violent enough. How can that be? Also closes. What am I doing? Interesting emote choice. Hyper slope. Okay, so we have the turbulence with the direction strength, and then this needs to update, except it doesn't because it always takes it. The problem is, no, we don't have a problem anymore because you're now spawning it when the boss spawns, so it's fine. I crave for a Kohari plushie. I would need some funding for that. That is probably gonna happen, but not anytime soon. So this is non-existent function instantiate on odd. We have to set that on the boss, and he gets the VFX set there. And the gameplay doesn't have anything. Oh. which it doesn't. Yep. Okay. So now it doesn't spawn right at the start, and then it should spawn when we enter the final boss phase. But it spawns invisible, so we have to do it on ready. And then it will be complete. Do I even have to bind it like this? I don't think so. I think now it would work if you don't bind it. And just do it like that. It wasn't there an issue? You know what? I'm not gonna change it. Let's do it like this. And then fade it in uphill. Wait, I can just say move to start. And that should already fade it in already. Good eve, mistress. Just woke up. Well, good morning, Zako. Or evening, I guess, if you just woke up. And say it's evening for you, which it usually is. So not good morning, because it's not morning. But also you just woke up, so good morning. Double stream support, pew pew, thank you. Oh, it's not doing the thing I want. Actually, I probably shouldn't even worry about this because we do have to still make a transition, like a proper transition. Why is it moving now? No! It's spawning as a child of the boss! That's why I did want it on the gameplay! I hope this works. Is it also evening there, Kohari? Yeah. Why wouldn't it be? You think I live somewhere where it's not evening? Why would I do that? Okay, last test. Well, not quite. Probably not the last test, but I don't like how long it takes to fade in the first time around. I don't understand why either. It should be happening immediately. I'm so excited for when your game is fully released. I'm not great at these kinds of games, but knowing how hard you're working on it makes me feel hopeful for the future. Yeah, I'm excited too. Well, what do you mean by fully released though? It does evolve, and you are the ones who are deciding the things that the game will be. But yeah, I'm also excited to see what happens, how it will evolve and stuff. I wonder why it's still in font. Where is Meganum? On the visibility order 0? Where's the background? Zero. Where's the player? Player's on +1, I think. Why is that blue? Yeah. Yeah, he's on +1. Means I want him on +2. Meganom on +1. And then a VTX on 0. Won't it reach a point where it's in its final form? I don't know. Probably. Depends what the players decide. If you say it is a game and you're happy with it as a collective, then yeah, I will probably release it into 1.0. Oops, did it again. But it will definitely reach a point where I won't keep developing. That's for sure. I can't do this forever. But you know. Okay, it's definitely behind him now. I should have done this with a shader. Okay. Maybe even make it visible immediately. Let's put it to show immediately, because it's gonna fade anyway. It's gonna be like there's gonna be a proper transition between the previous phases and the fundamentals phase, and then it won't be as jarring. Okay, that's fine for now. I've make it fade in quicker. Oh, I have it at 2 seconds? No wonder it takes so long. Put it to 1. Okay, that's it though. Turbulence, Meganom, gameplay, blah 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 blah. Actually no. Do them one by one. Update turbulence sprite to be more subtle, and then backup turbulence particle system. As seen, and then that's the index. Increase the index on player and Meganom to make room for in between. Oh. That's fine. And then it is remove Meganom turbulence VFX from gameplay scene. And then dual lens VFX with infinite. That's if, yeah. It was fun. Infinite scrolling tiles. We do anything else? Not really. Yeah, that's it. Right. What's next? Getting a little bit antsy. I don't know why. But I guess it's time to take a quick break. And then I didn't even pull up the to-do list for today. Although the to-do list is kind of not really a to-do list anymore. It's a monstrosity that is unusable at this point. I guess there's a couple bugs that we could look into. Yeah, but there is an ad break coming up, so I will go to the bathroom and fill up my water. See you soon, Jed. Be right back. Okay, I am back, although not really, because I feel like I'm, since it's only like half an hour left, I might as well call it here instead of starting something new. So that has been it for the game dev section. Sorry. But I will be back, and I will be back earlier than usual, probably, because it is still an hour to 8 p.m, so I'm gonna return at 7:30. So in 30 minutes. I'm gonna be back in 30 minutes instead of 8 p.m. And then we start the gaming section with some mutinics. Why are you saying sorry? Because I'm leaving. I'm leaving you. That's why I'm saying sorry. Are you not sad? Should I not apologize for robbing you of my cuteness for 30 minutes? I feel like that's a pretty severe crime. But I will be back, chat, don't worry. And for the YouTube people, as usual, if you're watching on YouTube, the stream will go down and then go back up in half an hour in a different URL. So be sure to check the channel. And for everyone else, there will be a be right back screen and the music will keep going. So I will see you in 30 minutes, something like 30 minutes. I'm gonna take something to eat and stuff. So see you soon, chat.